Yes?
I've come in answer to the advertisement.
What advertisement? We haven't placed any advertisement, not yet.
George and Winifred Banks live here, do they not?
Mr. and Mrs. Banks live here, yes.
And you are looking for a nanny?
Well, I suppose...
Very well then. Now let's see. Plays, games, all sorts, which I most certainly can. Take us on outings, give us trees.
Michael, it's our advertisement.
Rosy cheeks and fairly pretty. There's no objection on that score, I hope.
Oh, none at all.
I'm glad to hear it.
But, oh, take it up with Mrs. Banks. She manages all that side of things. Nothing domestic has anything to do with me. And don't forget the references.
I make it a rule never to give references.
Oh, but I thought it was usual.
A very old-fashioned idea to my mind. The best people never require them now.
I see. You will have every third Thursday evening off from 5 until 9.
The best people give every second Wednesday from 6 till 8, ma'am. And that is what I shall take.
Oh, I see. Well, it's all settled then.
As long as I'm satisfied. I'll see the children now, thank you. Very tidy, I must say. Tidier than I was expecting. Who's responsible for that?
Me. I am. I like to keep things neat.
Do you indeed? Well, I look forward to making use of that. If there's one thing I can appreciate, it's a child whose word I can depend on. Who's he when he's at home?
That's Valentine. He's mine.
From the look on his face, I'm not sure he would agree with you.
He's just a doll, and I don't want to play with him now.
Treat him like that, and he may not want to play with you. Now, first things first, I always say the proper place to hang a hat is on a hat stand.
There's nothing in it. We'd better keep an eye on this one. She's tricky. Mary Poppins, how could you know what we wanted in a nanny when we made our list?
Your list? I'm not an item in the weekly shop, thank you very much.
Well, how did you come then? It was as if the wind just blew you here.
It did. Now, stand over there. Just as I thought. A noisy, mischievous, troublesome little boy. By the time the wind has blown, the weather vane around, I'll show you, if I can. No matter what the circumstance, for one thing I'm renowned. My character is spit spot, spick and span. I'm practically perfect in every way. So people say, each virtue virtually knows no bound. Each trait is great and patently sound. I'm practically perfect from head to toe. If I had a fault, it would never dare to show. I'm so practically perfect in every way. The honeybees that fetch the nectar from the flower to the comb never tire for buzzing to and fro, because they take a little nip from every flower that they see, and hence they find their task is not a grind. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way.
Mary Poppins, Neelius and Poseidon will live happily ever after, won't they?
Of course.
Oh, Mary Poppins, that was the best yet. To be up in the heavens. Do you think we'll ever go back there?
Yes, someday.
Really? Will it be soon?
Oh no, not for a very long time. You can always keep an eye on the stars until you return. Here.
But it's your telescope.
So it is. Keep it if you like. It's a present.
Thank you.
Now run along in, it's getting cold.
I love you, Mary Poppins.
You are a fine boy, Michael Banks. And one day, you will be a fine man.
Oh, Mary Poppins, it makes me so anxious when you talk like that.
Like what?
All gentle and kind and not a bit like you. Be cross, Mary Poppins, do be cross again.
Is that the thanks I get for all the trouble I've taken?
That's better.
That's dainty, Bert.
They're yours, Mary. I pinted 'em for you. It's tonight, isn't it?
Yes, Bert.
Well, goodbye then, Mary.
Goodbye, Bert. Look after yourself.